Evening of the 1991 deer hunt, and you're looking at the results of the first day, and in a moment we'll have Doug and Tim tell their stories. Meanwhile, we'll get in here a little closer and get a look at the deer. Can you show the antlers on that one, Doug, a little bit? Turn them so a nice spike. And yep. And Doug got that, and though Tim got this spike horn, and he got a nice set of spikes on there too. So we'll get the full scoop here in a moment.
Well, Al, this is opening day, 1991.
We just showed them
How
the
was your day?
results of the deer
You sure I'm doing
collection up there, and my day was very peaceful. I had one deer come in and bother me. Tried to get a nap out there a couple times, but all the shooting going on around me wouldn't.
Was that you shooting, Al?
No. Bill, we up here in camp we had two teams. On Harriet's side of the road, Bill and I and Dave, his boy, was hunting.
You mean over in the better section of town, right?
And Harriet's and Jory's side, that was Tim and Doug and Grace. And the way it was going to work is for the first 2 days we're going to count the number of antler points, and there's 1 point per antler. And right now the score is Dory's Dandy's 5 and Harriet's Hound Dog's nothing. So and that 0 speaks pretty much for what our team got to shoot at, and our deer count was very, very low. I saw 2 to 4, depending on if I saw the same deer over and over again. So, and no horns. So it was extremely unusual, it seemed, to do so poorly in that area. But
you mean on your side of the road? Now, how do you explain all this excitement over on the other side of the road?
Well, we'll get to that in later interviews.
You think it had anything to do with the individual hunters?
Well, we'll let the viewers judge that for themselves.
Well, I'm just asking for your opinion.
No, I'm just talking about my hunt, and you know.
But you must,
so
after all your...
To get on to the next. A quick report on what you saw here this morning and evening, and.
Saw 1 flag, and that was it. That summed up the day.
1 flag.
That was.
That's about all the report we need. I know that's about all you saw. Do you want to give us a brief rundown on what you saw today?
Well, mine is going to be very brief. Actually, I didn't see anything today, but tomorrow is another day, and I'm sure we're going to do well tomorrow, our team.
Very good. That sounds encouraging. Thank you. Grace, now what did you see today, and why is it that on a big scoring team somebody didn't bother to help out at all? Now, you want to give us your story?
What do you mean? I don't understand your question. Could you be more specific? Why didn't somebody help out?
Somebody over on the other team, on Dory's Dandies there, seemed to be saving their ammunition, and when the deer walked by, and we just want a report of what you saw and what you did about it.
I did see 4 deer today. We didn't have any. 3 were just on the run, and 1 was debatable, but my purpose in not shooting at that was I knew that my 2 partners needed my support, you know, and so I felt that I should hold back because they were back farther on the property, and I knew they were going to get the big bucks.
There you go.
And they'd have to drag them farther. So I'm waiting with mine until tomorrow. Now they have all the hard work done. Now we just boost the points tomorrow morning with my buck, and you know, no problem.
Well, I think.
But I'm still confused. You know, I asked the captain of the team from the other side of the road what happened over there today. And I'm just not getting a clear answer. Do you know what the problem
Well,
was?
in view of the fact that people are going to be viewing this, and we've already had 3 dull and dreary reports, and now yours is the 4th, we want to get on to the action stuff. So we're going to move on
You
to
talked
the
to my two
chronological
partners.
order
That's
of
where
just
the
how it all
action was.
happened.
They
That's
did
what
good
we're going to do
work.
right now.
Okay, fine.
No, in a
Or-
chronological order here, I think we should start with Doug. He's sort of the first quarter of the ball game there. Did all of the offense. So will you start with that first deer that came through, Doug, and give us a blow-by-blow, very vivid description of what went on out there this morning.
Remember,
I was in the teepee this morning, and about 8 o'clock, somewhere around there, a 6-point came by and came up in the swale on the other side, came out in front of me, broadside. I shot, it looked at me, I shot again, it continued to look at me. I cleaned my mag.
How many shots was that now? I lost track.
he was about to say he cleaned his magazine.
Well, to make it short.
No, we want the whole story here. I mean, this is going down in the archive.
Well, I cleaned my magazine out, and everybody clear out. And the deer stood there.
All right. What was the deer doing? Was it doing sign language to you? Or? What was it doing all this time? We'd like to know.
Continued to look at me. I reloaded.
Did it fall in love with you or something? Or
And
what was it staring?
that was 5 shots. I reloaded, and it walked out, started walking away, and I took one last shot, 6 shots, and it came and went. And I got up to go.
It's still going.
Right, I got up to go see what happened, and right behind the buck was a small doe, and I one shot and right through the eye, dropped it, and got it out, got back in the blind, and about maybe a half hour later, spike horn, third point was starting to bud out of there. I came across, and second shot I downed it. So I altogether 9 shots and 2 deer, and no more ammunition, and no more license. And probably no more interviews, probably either, right?
Well, no,
You couldn't have planned it more perfect. Ran out of ammo and licenses
Right.
all at the same time.
that sounds like a pretty exciting morning, and I
It
think
was exciting. My heart was going.
And it was all before, I believe.
I got the buck at 9:20 or 9:15.
Yeah.
So by 9:15 I was done.
9:15.
9:15.
And then to top that off, you guided one of your fellow hunters out to the same blind in the afternoon, right? And
Right.
we'll let him tell that story.